Hi everyone and welcome. This is Marcie Besecker. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. How is everybody today? Welcome. I am obviously trying to check my sound and skip my commercials. We have such a fun card planned today. It is the Grassy Grove, and it was a kind of a set I played with a little bit the other day. Hi, Kathy and Jennifer, Cheryl, Debbie, how are you? It is kind of a cool day today, Jennifer, isn't it? All right. I have a weird, let me see. I'm going to look at something real quick here. I have a really weird spacing on my video, but it looks okay online. So hopefully it looks okay to you guys. Hi, Katie. Hi, Debbie. How is everybody? So I'm feeling better. Woo, first off, I'm still a little congested, but so much better. So that's good. Tomorrow I'm having a craft day with a couple of my team members, but they're also very close friends of mine. So we're just getting together and crafting. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then Tuesday, I get to watch my grandson again. Yay! And Tuesday is bingo. So if you guys want to participate in bingo, here is a little sneak peek on what we're doing. You do not have to have these projects or products. I'm going to be sending you the kits. So here is a little more information. It is $35. You'll get 4 projects. You'll get to play bingo. And we have a lot of fun with this bingo this time. I'll go back to the little projects here so you can take a peek. I will have 2 PDFs that I will be emailing just to those who participate in bingo. It will be a 3D project. The upper left-hand side looks like Christmas. It can be whatever you want. I will be sending it to you as a Christmas paper, and then you can change it up. You can use whatever paper you want. You're going to have a PDF to create more, and they are a super cool, very useful 3D project. So I think these are going to be great to a really good project to have. The other one on the bottom left side is going to be a fancy fold is what I call it. I'm calling it kind of a triple layer fancy fold. So it's going to be fun, and you're going to have a PDF for that also. All right. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? Hi, Carol. Hi, Gloria. Welcome. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Lori. Oh, I missed some. Sorry. So we are going to have so much fun Tuesday night for bingo. Yes, the prizes will be $100 each. I'm going to do 4 $100 shopping sprees in my shop. So I'd love to have you. Hi, Carol. Welcome. So I'd love to have you for bingo. If you'd like to play bingo, go to my blog, go under events, and just look for bingo and go from there. There's also a link below for my bingo and also my paper share. So my paper share is $40. You're going to get a quarter of each pack of the 8 DSPs. And then there's 3 specialty packs of paper. So you will also get some of that. Hi, Norma. Welcome. Ooh, I bet. I'm a little chilly today. It's kind of gloomy out a little bit. But that's okay. I'm planning on doing some crafting. I've got to get ready for some bingo and stuff like that. Okay, so another thing I want to mention is December's host code here. Arlene, I did see that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's going to be a lot of fun. The paper is gorgeous. So here's my December code. And then along with any order that is through my store that does not include bingo, meaning if you win a bingo prize and you go shopping in my shop, this does not include that. If you go over by $50, then you will get this. I will be doing a grab bag of just different embellishments, some new, some old. I'm going to put together some little packets and get those sent out to you. those will be mailed in January because I want to include some fun new embellishments for you. And I'm doing this through the end of the month. So, oh, Marilyn, this is going to be such an easy card. I started it by just kind of showing the hill on one of my videos. And then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to put one together and let's see what happens. I was so thrilled with how I did it and how quick it was and how easy it was. So I'm excited to show you that. So let's see what else. Oh, did you guys see one of my favorite paper pumpkins is the January one? Look at these little envelopes. Now we don't get a lot of notice on what it is. We don't get a lot of sneak peeks, but I do believe it's 10 cards. It's going to be on my blog. You'll see the information, but after the video, of course. And then, but they're going to have an add-on, and look at these adorable boxes. So always the Valentine's one, the January is super cute. So if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I would love to have you. You can join. There's a link below for that also. And you can join from now until January 10th. Your payment will not come out until the 11th, I believe, of January. And then you'll be getting that towards the end of the month. Now, if you are a subscriber, you might want to consider bumping up, like I bumped up to 2. I want 2 of them. Yay! And then hopefully there's going to be refills. Now, for the refill kits, you can only get them if you're a subscriber. So if you subscribe and you get the kit, you can get the refills, which is pretty much the whole Paper Pumpkin, other than the stamp set and the ink pad, because you already have that in your first one. So hopefully you can get that. So, oh, I'm excited. This is going to be a fun week. Okay, so I'm kind of excited because I get to watch my grandson again tomorrow. I missed him. My husband was sick. I was sick. Now, tomorrow we'll get to watch him. All right. A couple other things really quickly. I received these 2 beautiful Christmas cards. Thank you so much to Laura Barton is one I got. Look how beautiful that is with the shimmery paper. There you go. What a beautiful card, Laura. Thank you so much. I love, love, love getting mail. I love getting any mail, but when it's a Stampin' Up card. But I love any mail. Super excited. And then I got this one from Leslie Knox. Thank you again for a beautiful, beautiful card. I want to make sure I don't show the inside. There we go. Look how beautiful that is. What pretty colors she put together. So, so pretty. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. The colors are so pretty too. So thank you very much. These will go up on my fireplace because that's where I like to sit and look at all my Christmassy stuff. So thank you. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Hi, Tashana. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's just get busy because this is going to be a super fun card. If you guys have any questions about bingo or paper share, let me know. Don't forget the last chance sales going on. And I'm trying to look at all my other boards here to see if there's anything else I have to show you. And I think that's it for now. We'll recap in the end. So let's get busy. First things first, I'm not going to tape this down because we're going to be doing some die cutting. And so we will be using our Grassy Grove and our dies here. So I'm going to be for sure using this die. I'm going to use this one for our deer. I'm going to use this one for the top of our Grassy thing. And then we're going to use this little tree here. So we're going to pull all of those off right now. And we're going to use those. So I'm just going to set those aside right here. Ooh, my paper is going to slide all over. Hi, Olivia. Okay, so first things first, this is the card we're going to be creating. Look how pretty that card is. I added some Wink of Stella on there and make it look a little bit like a night stars and like an evening, kind of like it's getting dark. Such a fun, easy card. So let's just get busy. We'll just set that right there. So I zoomed in a little bit. Hopefully it's not too big. Once I bring the machine in, it might get a little crazy on us, but that's okay. We are going to bring, so I have Mossy Meadow for my back, and then I have a paper for the inside. Oops, just need one. So we'll just set this aside for right now. And then I have some extra white paper that I just brought in, so we'll leave that. And let's go ahead and start with our little hill here on the inside. Super simple. I made it just kind of, I don't want to say messy, but it was so simple and so fast that I'm going to show you this, how I did it. Okay, so we're going to take our, oh, that's not the one I want. I do want that, but I also want crumb cake. I think I used this on something else and then I put it back. Okay, so we're going to ink up our little hill here. Now, what I ended up doing is I took a baby wipe and I just went across the top and just kind of took off from where the green is. And it doesn't have to be super, you know, perfect or anything. Then I took some Mossy Meadow and I took the brush end and I'm just going to flick it outwards, just kind of like that's like greenery. And I kind of, you know what I'm remembering is I kind of went every other one. I just kind of did some in the green. And then I came back in with Old Olive. And then I'm just going to kind of fill that in between and kind of where maybe I didn't get it all the way. So that way it's a little bit more natural kind of looking. And just kind of fill in a little here. And honestly, this could be rock right here, but you're not going to really see it. So I'm just filling that in. I'm going to go a little lower here, make sure I get it all the way up to where the brown is. And you can kind of see that. All right, so now I'm just going to huff on it. All right, just to kind of make sure I get my crumb cake. And it really doesn't matter, you're going to be die cutting this, but I do it a little ways up because this right here is white down underneath here, but it's a good little piece there that you can work with when you're doing some gluing. And then you can always trim some off if it's too much, too little, whatever. Okay, so see how it just kind of looks like a dirt hill with just kind of some greenery on there? How simple was that? All right, so we're going to die cut that out. So let's do that, and then let's do our deer. Where is my deer? My deer. And then soft suede is what I used. I'm going to use this paper because you're going to use this die. I can pick it up. This die right here is going to go there, so you're going to have some white up here. So I'm going to take the deer and I'm just going to do them right over here in the corner and soft suede. Okay, so there's my deer. All right, and he must lighten up because look at this. Look how light he is there, and he's a little darker there. And that's the color I use, so that's kind of funny. All right, so we don't need this one right now. And we're going to go ahead and do the thank you also. Might as well use it right here. And I'm just going to use the black ink. As soon as I can find where my black ink is. Well, this is my older one. I think my other one's in my bingo stuff, but that's okay. This one works fine. So again, what I like to do, oh, hi Carol, no worries. Hi Becky. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go in the corner and make it just as clean as possible, as straight as I can, because we're just going to cut off that little sentiment in the corner. Okay, perfect. So we'll move that over. And let's go ahead and die cut up our pieces. So we're going to die cut this, and we're also going to take the larger scene, and we're going to take our, they're all the same size. Okay, so they're all 4 by 5 1/4. And we are going to turn that over because it's got, I don't like that one. That one's sturdy. Here we go. And just kind of center it. Okay, so we're going to center this and die cut, and we'll die cut this. So I'll just bring the machine up. So we're going to get a little wobbly. I'm going to move the paper though, which is why I didn't put it down with my tape because it gets a little crazy. So here we go. Thanks, Debbie and Becky. This card's really a lot of fun. All right, so I'm going to put this one up at the top here and just kind of center this. Look, I got black again. I do have black on my hands. It's okay. Look at this, brand new. Ta-da! Okay, we're going to center this kind of just a little farther down than up, but I think that's fine. All right, I'm going to move that up a bit so I can bring this guy in. And we are going to put our deer on, and we're going to put this on. And you know what? I just forgot something, and we'll do it next, but there's one other thing I need to die cut. All right, so let's get our deer just about right on here. If you look at the back and kind of line it up, it'll go just fine right there. And then here's this one. I come down just a little bit. I don't want a whole bunch of white at the top of my green there. Okay. All right, I'm just double checking, making sure everything is aligned. It looks good. I'm going to hold my hand here as I go through, because our machine is amazing. You really don't even have to hold it on the top. Everything looks good still. And yay. Okay. Now there's one other thing I forgot, so I'm going to do that really quickly so I can just die cut it while I'm here. I'm going to bring in this little piece of paper that's got some black ink because I just need to go over here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring in some Mossy Meadow marker and my early espresso marker. We are going to do the greenery. Kind of try to miss the middle if you can, but it's not critical because your espresso will go right over it. And just color your tree. This is, again, such a good way to use your markers. A lot of people are like, I don't know how to use my markers. Why would I use markers? I don't need markers. I do, because I love to stamp on my stamps, especially when you don't want to do your trees green and then have a green trunk, and you can just make it work, and you can touch up things, and there's just all kinds of reasons. All right, so let me get these trees on here. Okay, so look how pretty those are. Just nice little greenery trees. And right here, it looks like it missed, but if you notice, it's just a thin little area right there with that tree. So let me move this out of the way. All right, so now we're going to die cut this. So let's slide all of this off. See what I mean by this white down here? And we can make it smaller if we want. So that way it gives you plenty of room to kind of decide what you want to do. Now what I like to do with this is just pull my trash can out, and I'll just take this piece of paper and I just kind of do that. Okay, now let's do this. I'm going to do it this way. All right, I think this is our last die cut. Yep. All right, we'll put our tree right there. Make sure you have your trunks there right in the right spot. You don't want to cut your trunks off. I hope you guys will join us for bingo. For those of you that just signed on, bingo's Tuesday night. I'm giving away 4 $100 shopping. And we are going to have a lot of fun. And you guys are going to get a little something special in your bingo package when I send it to you. Because it's Christmas. Okay. Now let's pull this back in and tape it so we don't go sliding everywhere. Make sure you guys can see it okay. All right. Now we're cooking. Oh, now I feel that like that's crooked. All right, here we go. Close enough. Okay, so now we're going to clean out our pieces. I like to just tap this, and most of it fell out. You saw it clean up, so that's fine. We'll put that over there. And we have this and our deer and our tree. Here's our sentiment we'll put up there. We'll fix that. I'm going to get my dies back on my magnet before they disappear. Okay, so now we're just going to clean this out, and it cleans out super simple. And I just kind of, and you could use, you could use this. I would do this from the back. Oh, good, Gianna. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have some really, really great projects I'm so excited about. All right, my tape did not stick very well. Okay, so there we go. So there's our image, and you guys know how I like to make scenes. So this is really a fun set. All right, so here we have this one. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's part of a smiley face, but something on somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to bring in another background. So just make sure that these two will line up well enough. I mean, if the back one's a little smaller, that's fine. You want to make sure the top one covers it, because this is your background. So we are going to do some coloring with our blends. Oopsie. With our blends. Let's do it this way. So we're going to use some Night of Navy, and we're going to use some, I believe I think I did use Mossy Meadow. Okay, so we're going to just create the background, which is going to be the sky. So I'm going to take my Night of Navy, and we're just going to get some ink. Let me pull that in a little bit. And I'm starting off and just coming on, and we're just going to do like a night sky. All right, so I just kind of fill in what you want, how dark you want it, how light you want it. I like to go a little kind of somewhat darker and then really darker on the outsides. So I'm going to come back in and go down. I picked up something right there. I don't know. That's all right. And just keep going. I like going in circular motions back and forth. Okay, now I'm going to come back in and really do like the top part, like it's really starting to get dark. And just keep going until you get the color that you want. I heard that the catalogs are starting to ship. So hopefully my customers will be getting their catalogs really, really soon. If you have been getting them, let me know so I know that they're getting received. I've just heard from other people that they've received theirs. And I send one to myself also, just so I know that they're starting to go out, but I have not gotten mine yet either. And then if you do not have a demonstrator and you would like a catalog, please let me know, and I can get you the little mini catalog and the celebration catalog sent to you. All right. I'm going to go a little darker on the very top. Okay, and we're going to be pulling that blue in again in a little bit. And now I'm going to go straight across again just to give it a little more. Okay, so I'm good with that. We will be using the blue again, so I'm just going to set that one down. And let's pull in the green. Oh, good, Linda. Well, good. Hopefully they'll be starting to get out there to everybody. Okay, I don't like to pull the blue in, so what we're going to do is turn this over. And I just want to give it some green. We don't need to be crazy right here because we're pretty much covering a lot of this up. So I'm just going to kind of, and see how you can just blend it right up against the blue. And so this is, I mean, this is the perfect thing for any kind of scene outdoors. You've got some grass and you've got some sky. And you don't want white right there, so just kind of make sure that you bring your green up or your blue down to just kind of to meet. Okay, so that's good because we're going to put a scene on top of that, so I'm not too worried about that. Now, here, oh, I need the green out. So now we're going to bring this in. And the tricky part, what I did is I just took the leaves of the trees. So the tops of the trees, I'm going to turn my ink pad and I'm just going to tap the tree part and I'm just going to start stamping the tree part. Now I got a little bit of the branch there, but that's okay. I wasn't focusing like I should be. And then I kind of went up a little high up here just to make the trees kind of look like they're going up, because why not? And then I turn it just in case I get some on the bottom part, and then just kind of go in right there. See how realistic that looks? And then I come up here, and then I did one up there just to kind of not make it look so flat right there. And then I'm going to turn this one and go over there. Okay, so there's the trees. Okay, I'm going to do another little one right there. And I think I'm going to darken this one up a little over here. There we go. Now, what I did is I still take the green and I went all the way across the bottom like they're bushes. Okay, like they're green. Because you can see this, it looks like it's green right there. See how it's got like, it looks like it's plants. So I just kind of filled that in. And this line right here, that white line, that must be in the die, because look how it did over here. Same kind of thing. So, which is okay. It's, you know, nature's not perfect. Okay, now what I did is I took crumb cake. I'm going to close this one up. And I obviously wasn't very neat about my trunks, but that's okay. Is just kind of come in and fill in your trunk here. And so I just made it pretty much anything down lower a trunk. And these can have greenery over them. Okay, so I did a little bit of coming down there. Now, if you wanted, you could do all these little ones up here and make those, you know, trunks, but I'm not worried about it. I mean, if you look at this, I did a little bit more of the brown, but it's not exact either. So just kind of fill it in. Like these are your branches. Really, your focus is going to go to the deer, so it's not anything earth-shattering if you don't get that. Now, I think I'm going to do another greenery right here because you can still see some squiggly lines right there. I probably have some on here. Yeah, it's just some light green, so that's fine. Okay, so we did that. Now we're going to come back in with our blue and do our sky. So see how on here, now you've got the sky up here behind the trees. So let's do that. Oop. Let's not have it all over my hand. Okay. So again, pick up your blue and start off. And now if you get blue behind the trees where there might be a little bit of white, that's okay because you're seeing through the trees and you're getting to the blue. So don't worry about that. Just kind of keep coming around and getting the darkness that you want on your card. And I liked this one to be pretty dark because I wanted this to be a little lighter, kind of shining through. So I made this one fairly dark because it's back behind the trees, right? And so just keep kind of getting the color you want. I just love making scenes. I just think it's so much fun because then you can look at it and be like, like you could take, there's other little dies on this die set. You could take another one of these solid images. There's one there and one here. And you could do a little black or dark brown like early espresso and put him in the background like he's back in the dark back there in the trees. Oops, wrong. Don't want to do that. And so you could add, you know, more to the image. You could add little flowers down here. You could, you know, really change it up and add, you know, some wildflowers or whatever you want. A moon in the background. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Oh, hi, Terry. Welcome. No problem. Glad you made it. Okay, so there that is. Now, if you see how they layer up, how pretty they layer up like that. But now, don't forget, we've got to put this in here. Now, you could, if you wanted, where the white is in there, you could take, number one, you could stamp extra green down there. You could now switch to, let's do that just for the fun. Let's put that there and let's go into our, where is it? Let's pull Old Olive out just to add some different texture down there. All right. So let me wipe this one off, get rid of the Mossy Meadow. And now let's pull in some Old Olive and just add some different color down there. Look at that. It kind of looks a little mossy, or just adding some different green in there. And it's okay that if you're missing some of the white, that's all right. We're adding, you know, a different color in there. And then you could do it up here if you wanted. There's some white. Okay, can you tell now where I added the lighter green colors in there, which really just adds that much more depth to it? And you can see where I added the lighter green. And now it looks like I got a little bit of the stem up there, the trunk. So I'm just going to add a tree up there twice because I might have been the Mossy Meadow. But there we go. So look how cool that is. Okay, so now let's close that up. Thanks, Susan. And let's get rid of that. All right, so now let's see if we need to cut off any of this white on the bottom. So if we layer this here, just kind of see where you're at. I can tell it's a tad bit longer on that side. That's okay. We're going to figure that out. Now see, to me, there's too much white being shown down there, and I really want the deer to kind of pop up. And see, I don't think he would pop up right there. If we took our little deer, let's see, and put him on here, see how he would just kind of have so much of that for the background. So I want to cut that down some. So we're going to just put this aside, and I'm just going to bring my trimmer in and just trim probably that much off. And now you could still move this up and down if you want. It doesn't have to be all the way down. So it's up to you. I like to start it there just to kind of see where we're at. And that I'm pretty good with. Even down a little more maybe, just a tad. Oh, Debbie, you're very sweet. Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to pull a little bit more. And it really doesn't have to be straight, right? Because it's just a hill. It could be up or down, and you can adjust it behind. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I have some... I like to use the foam tape because it's nice and long and thick, and I just don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a little strip off here. All right. And now we're going to take this and just add it along the bottom. Okay, go all the way across. And now I'm going to take off this little tip because there was a little, it's just a little bit long. So I'm going to cut that off, and I'm just going to cut that off because it doesn't really have to go to the edge. All right, so now, see how it lifts that up a bit? So it just kind of looks like it's layered. This one I didn't, oh, you know what? This one I didn't do the back one. I just laid it down, but I wanted to layer it. And I think it's going to be just fine. So let's layer this on there. And I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom, but very close just because, and I just laid that down. I should have tested it first, but I think that is perfect. So we're going to lay that down. And then I think I'm going to do another one. And I'm going to layer it up too. And we're just going to make this a nice thick card because honestly, this is probably going to go, if it's a thank you card to somebody that I know locally, and I probably won't mail this one if I'm making it this thick. And I'll show you the difference between the two. That way you can kind of see. I'm going to do another little piece because I want it all the way nice and firm across the bottom. So I'm going to turn it the other way and just do a short one. As soon as those, or if those trimmers ever come back, trust me, I'm going to be getting many of them because I love them and I want to have them available in my class. And I will post if they ever do. I'm hoping that they do. All right, so we're going to have this go all the way around. So let's just start at the bottom. I guess I should have done more. I don't know what I was thinking. And you could make this a shaker card if you wanted, you know, to change it up, whatever. So I'm going to go across the top. I just want to make sure that it doesn't, you can't see it through there because I want to see that pretty sky. So let me cut a couple more of those, but thinner now. I'll do one thicker for the top, and then I'm going to do some thin ones. And as long as you have your sticky, you know, your paper stuff on both sides, it cuts on the machine just fine. They really are, Tashana. Gosh, I hope they bring them back. I was very lucky and got it because when I signed up, it was available. And so I got a couple of them. But then, like, shortly after, they were gone. And I was very lucky to get it. But, all right, so I'm just going to go around and add it kind of like you would, like I said, like a shaker card. But I'm just wanting to give it that depth, that kind of 3D image. I just like it kind of like a box frame kind of thing. Shadow box kind of, I guess. All right, so we're just going to pull these up and cut them. And then this one. Okay, so here it gets really close to the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. Okay. And then go down this one right here on the edge. Go down. Okay. So now what we're going to do, and I really didn't mind doing the Wink of Stella over the whole card because yes, it does come kind of down past just the sky, but I was okay with that because it's so pretty. It just really looked pretty. All right, let's move all that. All right, so now we're going to take this and I'm going to start it here at the bottom. I like to take my ring fingers here and just hold the card, and then that way you can kind of just lay this right where you want it to go. Make sure you're covered on all your edges. There we go. Okay, so now this is going to be raised up a little more than this top part is, and I'm all right with that because I added that extra layer in there. Now we're going to take our deer, and I'm just going to add dimensionals on this little guy. As soon as I can find my dimensionals. All right, so we're going to use some tiny ones here. Thank you, Terry. Oh, Teresa, I'm so glad you caught us. Yeah, I'm here Sundays at noon and Wednesdays at 5:30. This Wednesday I will not be here because I'm doing bingo Tuesday night, and it's going to be a busy evening for us. We're going to have so much fun doing bingo. And so I am not going to be here on Wednesday this week. I mean, if I do, I might surprise you if I find the time. But I'm trying to get the bingo packets out. And so I'm going to be working on those all day tomorrow. So hopefully everybody signs up today. And I can, even if you can't pay till Tuesday, that's fine. Just let me know. But sign up, do the registration, and that way I can be prepared. And okay, I'm going to put that there. And these need to be a little thinner right here. Oh, here we go. I already have some cut. And so I'm going to get all the kits ready. You're going to get something extra special in your kit, and you're going to get also 2 PDFs, all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, let's see. And they will be $100 prizes. There's a link below. You can sign up. And then I also have a paper share going on. And, oh, you know what? I put it down below, and I probably didn't need to. You know what? That's okay. We're going to fix that right now. We are going to add an extra one right here on top of his little head. Let's see. And on the body. That is okay. So let's see. Let's see if this works. So I double layered up because I want him to kind of be popping out a little bit. And I want his little feet to go down. So there we go. So he turned out just fine. Okay, so there's the little deer. Now he kind of does look like he's popping out a bit more than he probably should be. But that's okay. He's forefront. So now it looks like the trees are a little farther behind. This is in the front. And then this, which is fine with me. Okay. Now we need our little tree here. And we need our sentiment that we put over here. So let's cut this. I like to do that with a trimmer too, so it's nice and straight. I always think I can cut it straight. I'm like, oh, it's just 2 little cuts. Yeah, don't trust yourself. Don't trust me anyway. Okay, I'm going to do this side first. I'm just going to kind of randomly cut just so I can slide this in and I can see what's straight. Right here. I'm going to go a little further. And you can keep going down as far as you think you need. Now I know this side's straight, so let's get that up there. want to go nice and close. All right, there's that. Now you can start sliding a little closer and turn it. So remember to try to get all the big pieces off, and then you can kind of adjust and move and, you know, make sure your line's straight over here. And I'm good with that. All right, now I didn't want to stick this bright white piece on there, so I took our tree and I did Mossy Meadow, but I'm going to stamp off several times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 is good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So see, it just gives a little bit of color, adds just a little bit there, but you can still read it. Oh, Marilyn, you're welcome. Thank you. Marcie, what time on Tuesday? Oh, Carol, it's going to be at 5 o'clock my time in California. So right now it's 12:48. So I know it's late for you guys. But yeah, it'll be 5 o'clock. Okay, so now what I did is I just glued this on because I want it kind of in the corner and I don't need anything else popped up. So let's just add a little bit of glue. If this one is stuck. All right. There we go. Kind of. And we've got some pieces here, and I put a little bit too much on that end, so I start here and kind of move it over. And then I'm just going to go right here and lay it down. I don't need it popped up because it's so up there already. Okay, so now let's bring our card base in. And I'm going to also glue these little trees just inside. So that's what I decided to do on the inside. And just do a little bit of glue down the, oops, I'm going to do a little bit up at the top here. There we go. Okay, Carol, it'll be there the next day. So you can watch it then. All right, so I'm just going to add those right there. And now let's lay this in. Oh, come on. I'm almost out. I even pulled out an extra one because I knew this one's going to go. Will it make it? All right, so here is our card base for the inside. Okay. Now let's set this aside and we're going to do some Winkostella. What happened to my Winkostella? I don't think this is my new one. Let me look. Hold the phone. What did I do with my Winkostella? I don't think this one has a lot in it, but we could do this one. Oh. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. All right, I think this one's going to have enough in it. All right, so now what I do is just, before I put it on the card base, because I just really want it on the scene, not necessarily all over everything. And then I'm just going to tap. Okay, so it's been a little bit since I used it, so I'm going to squeeze just a little to get it kind of going. Okay, and now tap. And I don't want it super thick or super watery, so I just want like night stars. See how cute that is? Now it looks like there's stars. Oh, thanks, Debbie. But this is a lot more simple and more, you know, doable than you think, because a lot of people think, oh man, that just looks really difficult, and it's really not. So now I'm going to wipe this off with a tissue so I don't get it everywhere. Okay, because look at all that sparkle. All right, so there's that. And now let's, I'm gonna wipe this off. Always wipe your bone folder off too if that's what you're hitting with, because you'll get sparkles everywhere. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna glue it. So I'm just gonna all right. So it's just going to go right in the center because this is 4 by 5 1/4. And so we want to put it on the card base. All right. So there we go. It's nice and firm. Now this one, you can tell, maybe you guys can't, the deer is back in because I did not, I glued this piece down. Oh, did I glue it down? Oh no, I guess I did tape that one down too. So I taped that one down too, but this one, I think what I did is I didn't add dimensionals right here, but I did on the head. So it's in a little way. This one is out a little more. This one I just did Mossy Meadow down here. This one I decided to add a little bit of the old olive in there also. And so you can tell this one I added the old olive and kind of stamped a little bit more. But this one has a lot more white going through it. And I really could have brought the blue all the way down and made it look like you can see through. But I kind of like the, you know, the dimension of it. So it's just kind of all on what, you know. And I decided I didn't think I needed to add, because number one, I want it to be a masculine card. So I didn't think that I needed to add any embellishments or anything like that. No ribbon, not even twine, because I liked it the way it was. I thought the Wink Estella was enough to make it, you know, kind of have a glimmer to it. And it made it look kind of evening. And so I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go with that. And so this one, obviously, I stamped a little darker on this than I did this. And I may have taken my marker because I can see marks like going on that one. But I kind of like the stamped image a little bit more. So, I mean, obviously, they're all going to come out a little different. I did a little green on, too much green on the branches here than over here. But really, in all, it's just a scene that I just love. So I hope you guys liked it. You gotta have the bundle, Tashana. Look how quick and easy this was. It's under an hour. You know my videos don't go under an hour. Isn't that crazy? And it won't, because I've got to do a little bit of, you know, I got to do a little bit of sales, a little bit of marketing and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the card. It was really a lot of fun to create, and I'm glad I showed you that one die is just the topper of that hill, because that got me thinking, ooh, you know what? This would be kind of fun to layer up and kind of see what, you know, comes out of it. So that was a lot of fun. It's got enough things. I agree. I think it's just fine just like it is. So all right, so again, really quickly, Tuesday night is bingo. I would love to have you guys join us. It is going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be doing 4 projects. Here's a little sneak peek. You do not have to have these items. I will be die cutting and doing your paper pack and everything. If anything, it's a great idea to see if these are items you would like to have and be interested in having. I did do a lot of punches because we love punches, right? And I can't wait for you guys to see all of the new punches coming in the new catalog. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that is Tuesday night. My paper share is, sign-ups are now. Same thing down below. You can just follow the link and sign up there. And it's going to be a great pack. Remember with paper shares, a lot of people think, oh, I don't really want this set or that set, so I don't need the papers. Stampin' Up! Has done an amazing job on the reverse side to make more universal, general type paper packs. So you could have stripes or polka dots or, just different images that would be in interest to you. Would be great backgrounds, that kind of thing. Of course, I'm going to throw some sneaky things in there to send to you. So don't worry about that. You'll have something fun in there. Also, if you shop with me between now and the end of December, I am going to put some grab bag embellishment packs together and do some little kind of little prizes for you. Some may be retired, some will be new, some may be current. There's just going to be a grab bag of a lot of stuff, but you're definitely going to get some new things. Just caught the end. Oh yeah, you'll have to watch it, Missy. Oh, you guys are so welcome. I hope you do give it a try because it was really a fun card. It was a lot of fun. So don't forget that. Also, the other thing to share with you is January's paper pumpkin is adorable, and one of my favorite ones is always January because it has to do with Valentine's, and there's always something super cute in there. If it's not something that I would want, then it's something that I could create little Valentines for my kids, my grandkids. I'm with something in the new catalog. I'm going to tie those together, and I'm doing some little Valentine treats for my grandkids to take to their classes. So my grandson's in preschool and my granddaughter is in first grade. So that'll be a lot of fun. Oh, you guys are so welcome. Thank you so much. I would love it if you guys could give me a thumbs up and a like, a subscribe, and come back and comment. That always helps my page. Any of my videos, you can just, leave a comment, say hi, whatever. It does help my channel a lot, and I'd appreciate it. All right, everybody, I will see you Tuesday night for bingo. Don't forget the PDF is for those who register only, but you will be able to see me create all the projects, and I will see you then. Have a great rest of your week. Talk to you later. Bye.